If you like our videos, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff that this little chunky boy, well, this month. Oh, what a little fucking beautiful. Thank you, buddy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If this is your first time on the channel, then welcome specifically to you. And if you do enjoy what you see, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're back from the pack, welcome. Specifically, Jamie and I appreciate your support. And today, we are doing more Magic. And we are doing a PreCon upgrade. We're not getting into deck techs yet, but I will be looking into doing that soon with some of the decks that I have built personally. But today we have a PreCon upgrade, and not the one I said I was going to do first, because I played this one before I played the Deep Blue Sea PreCon, and I just had such a fucking blast with it. It won me more games than any deck that I had constructed myself, and it was causing difficulties for a sliver deck. Because in my pod, normally, I'm getting, you know, like, I like, probably almost every weekend that I play Magic, one person in our group, my buddy Chaos's girlfriend, she plays a sliver deck. And that, if you've played slivers in Magic, you know that they are disgusting. You know that they are nasty. But apparently, a goat deck is the counter to slivers. Because if you can't gain a board state with your slivers, then they're all useless. And because I'm goading them so often with Nelly Borca, the face commander, she couldn't really do anything to actually get her slivers state up. In fact, last time I went over with this deck, I won with it once. And I played the Deep Blue Sea PreCon, and won with that one once. So, both decks, very good. Highly recommend picking them up if you are looking for a PreCon to start with, because they're very, very strong, very well built. But we are going to look at upgrading this PreCon. Now, there are a couple things that I will keep in mind here. Obviously, nothing super crazy expensive that is with like pardon me, out of the realm of reach for the most part, and typically cards that I can't access myself. So we'll do that. Probably max like $5, $10, something like that, right? At like ritziest price. And I think we're going to limit to 5 to 10 cuts, 5 to 10 adds, depending on what I think is and isn't needed in this deck. Just from play experience thus far, because I played it a good number of times now, so I have a little bit of experience with it and what its quirks are. So I know what the goal is. Now what I need to do is I need to refine that goal. So we're gonna start working on this here, and we're gonna start going through the deck. This is gonna be a lot quicker than my cats and dogs deck one, where that took a few hours to do, because that was also an unboxing of the whole deck and going through each and every card. I know most of the cards in here, so I'm going to hit up some of the highlights that are good when I'm just scrolling through. And some that I haven't played yet, I'm going to give a quick read and see if they belong and if they don't. So let's just, yeah, take a look and go through these. Agitator Ant's got some tech to it. That seems fine. I've had this thing in my hand a few times when I've played with the deck, and I haven't cast it once. I've yet to use this, so I think we'll actually just move this into considering for cuts. Even though it's not a bad card, I don't think it's going to come up too often. Angel of Ruins actually helped me in a jam or two, because there's a lot of artifacts and enchantments that pop up a lot in my play group. Elven Course comes up a lot. A couple of other nasty ones, so we'll definitely keeping that in there. Even if it is a bit steep at 7 mana, it's pretty nice in a jam. Especially when you exile them too. It's pretty nasty. Anya's pretty decent. I haven't had her come out yet. But she does have some good tech. She does have some good tech, and 5 mana is hard to get in this deck. The one thing I noticed in this deck especially, which I was kind of surprised in a red-white deck, I get I get a lot of mana. I get a lot of mana really fast. So I could just slap land after land after land. I cast my commander, I start getting things goaded up, and then I just sit there and I just keep making more mana. I start catching little things, I keep goading, and I just cast these big heaters. And it becomes a problem real quick. Boros Reckoner, haven't done it yet, but actually I think I have cast it once. I have cast it once, but I haven't actually utilized its effect at all. But still, it's a pretty good one to have in the deck. Brash Taunter's pretty goofy. I mean, it is a really goofy one to have in the deck, so we'll keep it there. Even though it doesn't really fit with the goad theme, it's not bad. I haven't played Darien yet, but that does also for though it's 6 mana. That does seem good. A tally, I think I'm going to put in considering, because I think I took him out of the deck for something temporarily, because I fucked up and I sleeved only 98 cards initially when I first played with it. Feather. I've played it a couple times. The lifelink's been useful. The flying's been useful. I haven't really had the targeting thing be super useful, but we'll keep it in there. Fiendish Duo's not bad at all. That's got some decent tech to it. I've had this one a few times in my hand, but I haven't actually used it at all. I think I'm going to put it in considering. It's just not really, I don't really see it fitting in with the goad theme of the deck. I don't really know if this really fits in the deck either. It's just kind of a lot of random bullshit in here. Windborn Muse is, yeah, we're not getting rid of that. not leaving. Disrupt Decorum is goad. Haven't had this one come up yet, but it does seem pretty good. Deal all shit ton of damage to someone, because in my play group we all will probably gang up on one person and just nuke them for like a bunch of damage. But this one, Prisoner's Dilemma. Oh boy. I have played this a few times, and each time it is the funniest damn thing. It is so good. It actually, at the end game of one of the games, I renamed this deck, by the way. I renamed it from uh the blame game to ACCUSE. And So every time I suspect a creature, I accuse it, and I had accused a lot of the zombies on my brother's uh, board. I accused a lot of Chaos's girlfriend's board, and Chaos was out. So then the both of them just started like, just like, welp, we're just both gonna choose silence. We just both gonna choose silence for the minimum damage because we're like, we're really in a very bad spot right now. But it's a goofy card. I absolutely love this card. And it's going into my Indoraptor deck, which will probably be my first deck tech because that thing is disgusting too. Artifacts. I mean, obviously we're gonna keep the classics, Arcane Signet, Tome. Like, this one's an interesting one. Actually, I'm just gonna immediately skip down here. Tome of Legends. Actually, pretty good. Actually, pretty good in this deck because you're attacking with Nelly Borca so much. This thing got me so much value, got me so much card draw when I was so screwed, and it probably helped win me the game that I played, hands down. Haven't used that, but that's gonna be really good. Take the Bait has been pretty funny. I've used that to actually win a game. I killed my brother with that. It was so mean. It was so incredibly mean and gross and nasty. And yeah, that was gross. The enchantments in here, not gonna lie, haven't seen a ton of these when I played. Curse of Opulence, I definitely got some value out of. I did get some value out of the gold tokens. Duel's Heritage, Chef's Kiss, fantastic. Haven't used Ghostly Prison, but awesome. Hot Pursuit. Now here's the problem with Hot Pursuit. Most of the time in my play group, if my brother isn't there, I'm playing with a 3-man group. And then on top of that, in a 4-man group, to trigger the second half of this card, I need to have 2 of my opponents. So that would be 2 people from among Chaos who plays Dihada Legends or fucking Miram Dragons. His girlfriend, which plays Slivers, Ivy, fucking art, like equipment and auras and stuff. And then my brother, who plays Liliana Zombies, primarily. There ain't no way in hell 2 of them are going out at the same time. No shot. So I don't even look at the second part of this enchantment, I look at the top half. And when it enters, I suspect a creature an opponent controls. As long as it remains on the battlefield, that creature is goaded. The problem with this is that my commander already does this. My commander already does this. So it's going to be pretty hard to pull this off. But it does suspect them as well. The goad's a bit well, I mean, if the enchantment's gone, then you could still, like, not be goaded, but still have the suspected thing on there, I guess. But I don't know. We'll keep it. It's not bad, especially for 2 mana, but and it's in the goad thing. That Partial Impetus and Shiny Impetus, I suppose we'll keep them in there. They're not terrible. Smuggler's Share is fun. Trouble in Pairs, I had that come up a couple times. Pretty good. Soul Snare, also good. Redemption Arc's fun. And Cycle, which is fine as is. I do need to take one out so that I have a round 5 here. What was the one that I wanted? Yeah, that's the really hard thing about this deck is that it's got so much good stuff in it. You know what? Sun Titans and everything will cut Sun Titan. Okay. Now I already predetermined a lot of the. Oh wait, no, hold on. I completely forgot that this is here too. Elspeth Sun's champion create. Oh no, yeah, that's definitely the take out. The thing I find funny is most of the creatures in my deck, except for Nelly Borca, have more than like have 4 or more power, so it's really kind of dumb. So these are the ones that we cut: Tally, Otherworld Escort, and yeah, okay. Oh wait, because I moved them here. Oh, there we go. Steelhailed Kite. I guess I deleted one of them. Oh well. Okay, so I put some of these in the sideboard. One of them that's absolutely going in that I considered was Grenzo Havoc Razor. Sorry, Jamie was getting riled up, so I had to make a little cut there while I riled up and having a nice time on the couch. Anyways, Grenzo. Whatever creature you control deals combat damage to a player. Choose one. Go target creature that player controls. So, Nelly Borca attacks, right? Suspect Goad. All suspected creatures. Deals damage. Then, Grenzo. Ability triggers. Goad another creature. Or, you can, if you have the spare mana, just steal someone's card from the top of their library and cast it. So, that one's going in. That one's funny. That one's awesome. That one's going in. This one, I pulled. Let me just switch the printing here to the one that I actually pulled here. I pulled this one here. The file version. So, I figured I'd definitely put him in here because he also applies to the suspected and goad mechanics. Double strike vigilance 2/4 for 4, which is kind of funny because he's like pretty much the exact same stat line as the commander. Whenever Argus costs Spirit of Justice enter the battlefield or attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. If suspected, exile it. Otherwise, suspect it. Yeah. So that's pretty disgusting. Because those suspected tokens don't go away unless they leave the field, right? So you're sitting on all these suspected creatures. Argus Cost comes out. As soon as he comes out, you're just like, boop, there goes your cool thing. It's exiled now. It's gone. Don't get to use it anymore. And then you attack and make something else suspected. Next turn, you attack with him, and you exile the thing that you suspect. Like, it's just a chain. It's just a chain that keeps going. You could even also, honestly, probably alternate between the two as commanders, because they are literally the same stat line, except for the keywords there. But she's definitely stronger with the goad, in my opinion. Even with his double strike and everything. Yeah. Goading all suspected creatures is the big thing. Because you can suspect it, but if you have them swing all of their suspected creatures at you with menace, doesn't matter if they can't block, right? They're still gonna kill you. So it's a good utility card for sure, which is why it's going into the deck. But yeah, it's definitely. This is another one I considered was Kamainu Battle Armor. 3 for 2/2 with Menace. And equipped creature gets 2/2 and has Menace. And whenever it or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, goad each creature that player controls. That seems very strong. And I feel like that could cause a lot of combos that could be popped off from this. You attack one person, you goad everything they control, and then you suspect something on the other person's board and goad that too. Like, it gets really nasty really fast, so that's absolutely going in. And now we need 2 more to complete the 100. Immediately, that seems pretty good. Taunt from the Rampart. Goad all creatures your opponents control until your next turn. Those creatures can't block. That does seem pretty good. That does seem pretty good. It is $6, but I still feel like that's probably worth the value in there. That on the sideboard. And I think Bothersome Closet's probably going to have to be the other one. Menace, goaded creatures your opponent's control can't block. Ugh. Ugh. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, goad target creature and opponent. Ugh. Oh. Oh, that's going into the sideboard. Oh, goodness. How many non-land, or not non-land, sorry, non-creature. How many non-creatures do we have in here? Just as a curiosity. 7. That makes 12. That makes 21. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get hella value out of that. Oh! Yeah, those two are definitely in the poll. Even though they're like $6 each. Worth the $12 to put in the deck. Argus cost under $1. That's pretty good value, I would say. Komainu Battle Armor, under $5. Pretty good as well. And then the last one I threw in there. Oh, Grenzo. Yeah, also under $5. So, you did good. Probably like a little under 50, I would say. Right around. So, well, actually, yeah, if each card was $10, it'd be 50. So, yeah, no, it's probably under like 20 or some shit. So, I'd say we did a good job here, folks, and made this deck even more gross than it already is. So, if you did enjoy, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, ladies and gents, adios.